Welcome again, everyone. Jerry's Old Guy Review. And we're doing a little video for Stay Small RC, who wants to take his Mashigan apart, but he was a little nervous. So I'm going to give you some tidbits, since he was worried about stripping screws. So, first off, make sure you obtain some magnetic parts trays. It makes it very easy to keep track of little tiny, let's put a 2.5 hex head driver next to those screws. Here's the secret. You need to have minuscule tools. So any tools that have 0 numbers on them are what you're going to want. And then take your time. With the proper screwdriver, proper small screwdrivers, you will be able to disassemble this whole truck without a dilemma. Though for me, it seemed like only the bolts for the body, I'm trying to remember if those were the, nope, they're over here. So look at how schmutzed up they were. So I'm thinking they already had issues with these, and they might have put a little goo in there to keep them tight. But those were the only real screws I had a hard time with. Anything small, like, look at that in my hand. That's a pretty small screwdriver. Fits in perfectly. And I actually have this one, which is even smaller, so you can get in between the doors, the hood. So, the main big body parts, they're going to be easy to put back together. The little bits, I used to you can use some masking tape, and then you can actually write on the masking tape where those screws are for and then stick them on. Other than that, just some pre-showing of things before they go back together. Oops, got a little shadow there. This is, I used some flat black on this stuff. There's all more little screws and hinge. Ooh, what are you zooming in on? It's not my finger. Must be the background. Yeah, must be that. So, more little hinges. The truck comes apart very well. The back door, this is the original color. This is bright, but I wanted it flat. Painting all these, because on the real truck, these are rubber. So painted those flat black. I still got to do the inner. So any of you doing these Jeeps, there's the inner frame still I have to do, because that's a rubber molding. And this is also a rubber molding where it folds down. So just again, I'm taking keys from my CJ, but it works the same way for the YJ. And, now I'm still doing some painting. I flattened the dash. This dash is really cool, except for that dog hair. But you know what? There's a backing plate that goes over the gauges, and I'm assuming that's where they want you to stick the stickers. Come on, FMS. We should have made this piece clear. And then when you put the stickers on, it would be easier to try to make it lit. I'm still working on, not a lot of room though, to stick lights in there, but I'd like to have that backlit. And then just everything else has been flat. Nothing here. Except for the grill. The grill has been textured like I do. And, I did the chrome inserts because all those Wranglers usually have chrome on them. So I did that. But a lot of you ask about the texturing I do on the body. So we're going to flip over really fast. Wow, that was fast. Now this side, see, you've got the texture, and now I'm just doing the paint. Boy, that thing just wants to catch everything. There we go. So I still got the paint. Taping in between those was a pain. But now I just have to do the black. A couple coats because I want it thick so if it gets rubbed. But on this side, this is the 3M by itself, no paint. You know, I don't overdo it. But that's enough. Once I paint it black, it gives that nice texture. And, you know, sorry, Stay Small RC. You know, I could probably sit and talk about this for a while, but I got to finish painting this while I'm painting the body, and I'm putting more stuff back together so I can get this back out on the trail. Oh, one more thing, my Yow Racing stuff got here. So there it is. These are 70 millimeter shocks. We're going to see how these do. They're pretty nice. So they're about ready. I'm going to put the tires and everything back on that because I just got to do the front shocks. You know, trying to squeeze all this in between, painting that Wrangler body. So there it is, little tidbits. 0 scale tools. You know, or they can call them jewelry tools, but you can get these at the auto parts store. I got these from O'Reilly's. There, I'm singing for you guys. Always just look for O's. There's some different O scales, but O's, you should not worry about stripping these little screws out. And what you can also do with the magnetic trays is you leave the tools, you leave them on the magnet, you rub them on the magnet, and then in general, oh, of course, these are all super magnetized. Let me get one over here. When you rub them on the magnet, then you magnetize them slightly, so it makes it easier when you want to put them back together again, because you don't want to drop them. They literally make no sound when they hit. Doesn't matter if they hit pavement, plastic, this wood on my extra work counter here, they make no noise. So magnetize that screw or that driver so you don't lose it. And the next time you see the Mashigan, it should be all together. So let me know, guys, you ready to tackle a project like this? If you have a Mashigan, I'm going to tell you the red looks great, but I'm really thinking I'm going to love it in blue. And I will talk to you on the next one.